Hey guys, it's Deb Joyce Meek from Delight of My Art. Today we're doing mystery stamping. We were supposed to do this on April 5th. It is now April 7th because we still had some windows being installed and it was a little bit too noisy. So it is Friday, Good Friday, and happy Good Friday, happy Easter this weekend. I hope you have fun with your family. And let's see, we are doing the mystery stamping. Here is our directions. These do go out in an email and are posted early on Mondays, and then we get together usually on Wednesdays to do the mystery stamping, and then I'll post the pictures of the project and alternatives on the following day the same time. So we usually go at 2 p.m. Eastern. Today is 2 p.m. Eastern time, and tomorrow the pictures will post at 2 p.m. I did upgrade my StreamYard here, so I'm going to see if some things work. Just a second. So welcome to the video here. My intro worked. Okay, good. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to use a colored card base. I'm going to take my face off here and just highlight my top here. So we're just going to get a colored card base out. This is just a quarter sheet of cardstock, and I am using a lot of retiring things today, and I realize that some of the things that I'm going to be using are probably going to be gone already, if not soon. So we'll just go ahead and charge forward. I think one of the stamp sets I used is already gone for my alternates, but that's okay. So the colored card base I have here is polished pink. This is a retiring color. It's a nice bright pink. This is one of our in colors. 5.5 by 4 1/4. We are going to take our trimmer and put it up here. On the short side, we're going to score down the middle. That's 2 1/8. So if you are doing a swap, this card actually will be great because the card base itself is only a quarter sheet instead of a half. So this is going to be a lot of saved cardstock. So we scored down the middle at 2 1/8. Now we're going to turn it to the long side at the top, and we are going to cut down to this center score line, and that will be at 2 3/4. So that's halfway. So this is cutting it in half, but we're only going up to this score line that we did right here. So that's going down 2 1/8 this way. We're 2 3/4 this way. So make sure that that makes sense to you. We'll get this one out of the way here. 2 1/8. Lift that up. So we got it all the way down to the score line there. Now we're going to turn it the other way, and we're going to come in 1 inch from the side and again go down to that score line. And it should be in the track at the right spot for you. Just to go back up. And then again, we're going to go 1 inch on this side. So it's 1 inch on both sides. Or you can measure this to 4 1/2. Same thing. So again, down to that 2 1/8. So here is this. We're just going to put this to the side for a moment. We also have 2 pieces of DSP. This is from the In Color DSP pack. These are really great because every year we get 4 new patterns with every color family, and they're all available in these. This one is gone already for these in colors, but I thought I have it, so I'm going to use it. I love this little plaid pattern. This is retiring. We will get a new 4 patterns for the next year, but I'm going to use these. Let's see, 2 pieces of DSP, 4 inches by 2 1/2. And we're going to stack these together and cut them together. So this can be a little bit confusing. I'm going to go slow. What we're going to do is cut a rectangle out of the upper left-hand corner of these. I asked you to pick non-directional paper, I think. So this will help that it wouldn't matter which way everything is going. But I'm going to stack those together, and we're going to come down here to, let's see, 2 1/8 by 1 3/4. So that's the size rectangle that we want to take out of here. And we want to be left with like an L shape. So I'm going to come, let's see. So we're going to go over this way, 1 3/4. So I'm going to put this at 1 3/4 in my track here. So we want to go 1 3/4, 2 1/8. So we want to go cut 2 1/8 down this way. And actually, this is already at 2 1/8. So I'm just going to pop that down and go straight up. And then we want to move this. Now we want this to be 2 1/8. So I'm actually going to use the bottom of my trimmer just so I can see this a little bit better. Now here's where we just cut. I'm going to turn this the opposite way so that this can be 2 1/8 in the trimmer here. So 2 1/8. And now we're just going to cut up 1 3/4 from the bottom, which will look like what? 10 3/4 actually. Just up to that cut line that you have already. Did I go far enough? I didn't. Almost. Okay, so now we have taken out the upper left-hand corner of our little rectangle here. So that's what we are left with there. These pieces, you just save those for another project. We will not need those. I can't see comments because I had this video thing up. Here we go. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, comments. I have to click something else. Thank you for sharing, Tony. Nice to see you. Okay, so these pieces you can save for another project. We're going to keep those to the side, and we don't need the trimmer anymore. So we'll just go ahead and put that off to the side as well. Let's bring our base back and our 2 little pieces of DSP here. So isn't this funny, huh? So we have that score down the middle here. Go ahead and fold this top one back. Actually, it was the bottom, wasn't it? We're going to put it, fold the center bigger one back like this so that it pops up like that. And then this side panel over here, we're just going to flip it to the front. This is called an impossible card because it looks like it doesn't make sense because this piece doesn't really fit in either side of here just because we flipped that. So I'll do that one more time. So we have it like this, right? We have these 2 flaps up here and this middle flap down here. What I did was I pushed this big center one backwards like that. And then we took this right one and just flipped it forwards. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add these little pieces to, this is why we had to cut out those funny little sides. We're going to glue those down. And I find it's easiest to fold this down this way to do this one, and then fold it back the other way to do the other one. Have you guys done an impossible card before? These are fun. Probably have. This has been around a while. I'm not sure who made this one up, but it's pretty neat. If you haven't done one, you should. It really boggles the mind of the recipient. Like, how did you do that? Because it doesn't look like it should work like that. Pretty crazy. All right, so speaking of impossible, we are getting 70-degree weather all next week here in mid-Michigan, and I am so excited. I saw some daffodils popping up earlier. All right, so here we have this. We also have in our list here a same as base color, 1 inch by 5.5. That will be this polished pink piece. It will go the full length of here. It's only because this is a little bit wobbly without some support. So we're just going to glue this right in the middle between, to have a little bit of even room here and here, and then all the way to the edges here. And you might need to kind of scoot your edges out or in to match that up because it should be the exact same length as your card. So let's go ahead and do that. So I know that I'll need more glue on this side and a little bit less glue on this side when I turn it. I'll just add a little bit more on this side and a little bit less on this side. And I'll just kind of eyeball that in the middle there, put it up to the edge on that side, and then it should go to the edge on this side. Hopefully I'm straight. That looks pretty good. All right, so that should hold it nice and sturdy. And we also in our pack have a piece of DSP, and you can do the same or different, 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4. This will just lay right on top of this panel right here. Oh, Tony says, as soon as I started, you realized the card I was doing. Yeah. As soon as I cut that first piece, right? The base. They are fun. I have a couple swaps to do with this new catalog coming out, so I might have to incorporate the Impossible card here because I may have signed up for too many swaps. I got a little ambitious. I think I have 4, and they're all over 20 each. So, whoops. I'll have a lot of cards to show you guys later, though. I got really excited. I have 3 new bundles, but I'm not going to show you yet. All right, so I'm sorry, I'll just glue this piece on. This is your neutral piece. That's 5 by 1/2, and I stamped on that one. So I said I'm thinking of you on that one. And then you'll have 2 little pieces that are the same size for here. These were cut at 3 1/4 by 1 7/8. They're just cut perfectly to fit here. You'll decorate this one, and then the one on the back is for writing whatever sentiment you'd like to write on there. So that's where you can write your little message, and then when they display it, your message isn't on display. So that one will go on the back, and I already decorated the front here using the Art Gallery stamp set, and I just checked. This one I've had for a while, but look at this. The stamp set was $22. It's $8.80 right now. I mean, what? And the dies that go along with it, let's see, where are they? They were $34. We have a huge sale right now. And those dies are $13.60. Look at these. So we've got all these little fun little stamp looking things. We've got just want to say, and then it's got all these nice little words that fit in a lot of different things. And then you've got these nice layering things. But you could get, I mean, the whole thing for just over 20 bucks. It was $56. So that's pretty crazy. And it's still, well, I think both of those are still available. I just looked. I could be wrong, but things are going fast though. But this paper is gone. But you could do this in any color. There, so that's how the card looks. I just wanted to point that out because there's a couple bundles, not bundles, but things that go together, stamps and dies that are 60% off both. And this was one of them. I was like, what on earth? 60% off both? The bundle of this, what is this, $22 or something crazy? I can't math right now, but that's pretty crazy. Anyway, so there's our first one. I'll just glue this one on later. That goes on the back there. And then I'll show you my alternatives. So here's one using the My Love, let's see, Whale Done, it was called. Whale Done. The punch is still available, but this cute little set is gone. It was so cute. And I was like, I hadn't used it in a while. I was excited to showcase it off again, and it's already gone. But really cute. I used the paper from the new, anyway, this is in the new little spring mini. That's still around. It's got this nice foiling background back here, and we've got these cool little pearls, like oceany pearls. They're all iridescent. So that's my card number 2. That's using this other retiring color, Sahara Sand. So I'm trying to showcase a lot of things that are leaving here. And then here is my final sample. This one is using the, let's see, that one's called Daffodil Delight. No, that's our color. I have things all over my room right now. Let's see. I forget what this one's called. It's got a Mother's Day and an Easter greeting. Is it behind me? No. Well, of course I had it out to show you, and now I don't know where it went. Anyway, this is one that is really pretty, and it's got beautiful dies. I can show you the sample using the dies here. Look at this. They've got all these little pretty dies that go along with this set. And then this paper is from the Hues of Happiness paper. So pretty. Anyway, and then this color, Mango Melody. Goodness. I might be able to talk today. Anyway, so these are a couple examples of some retiring fun projects that I had on hand that I wanted to showcase and off on this cool Impossible card fun fold. So let me know which one you like the best. Thank you for following along. If you are on my email list, you'll be getting my free tutorials every Tuesday. If you're not on there, it is in the description. So please click the link there. Thank you for sharing and watching the video here and on YouTube. And I will see you next week. Again, that will be emailed to you if you are on my email list. The cutting directions right here. These will be linked. And they'll also have a link to the week before's video. So thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous day. Have a fabulous Easter. And I will see you later. Bye, guys.